Hey everybody, this is TJR, and in a few short weeks we are going to see the release of a new Jimi Hendrix album entitled Both Sides of the Sky. Now, this new release will feature 13 studio recordings, 10 of which have never before been released. Now, according to the advanced press materials, this album completes a trilogy of albums that includes Valleys of Neptune and People, Hell, and Angels, presenting the best and most significant unissued studio recordings remaining in the Hendrix archive. Now, I have both Valley of Neptune and People, Hell, and Angels, and I've enjoyed them both. And calling this a trilogy implies to me that this is the last of these posthumous studio recordings being handled by the Hendrix estate. Now, there have been 2 advanced tracks released, Mannish Boy and Hear My Train A-Coming. Now, we have heard Hendrix perform these songs on other albums before, and I've listened to them both. To be honest, these versions don't sound too much different from the previously released versions. I don't feel like we're getting anything really new here to listen to, and I can only recommend it really for the hardcore Hendrix fans. Now, like the previous 2 releases that I mentioned, there are some additional tracks that are alternate versions of songs that we've heard before, like Stepping Stone and Lover Man, but there are also a number of tracks that sound intriguing, to say the least. Now, some of these include a version of Woodstock that Stephen Stills recorded with Hendrix before CSNY recorded their version. There's also a Stephen Stills original entitled $20 Fine, with Stephen Stills on lead vocals and Jimi Hendrix on guitar. Another song entitled Jungle is described as an expansion on Villanova Junction Blues. And there's also a blues cover of Things I Used to Do, which guest stars Johnny Winter. And also a new Hendrix original composition entitled Send My Love to Linda. So as I look at the various tracks that are on this, and thankfully, the Hendrix estate has provided detailed information about what each track is about, what's, involved, why they think this is special. And there is some intriguing stuff, definitely. And that's kind of what I experienced with the last 2 posthumous releases. There were definitely enough things interesting that really made these albums worthwhile. So in spite of my kind of meh reaction to these 2 advanced tracks, I still have very high hopes for this 3rd release that's going to be coming out. And when I say high hopes, I mean about as high hopes as we can expect when we're dealing with these types of posthumous releases, where they're digging through the archives to see what is good and what isn't. And Hendrix did record just a wealth of material that he never released. So I am very thankful for the Hendrix estate for digging through all this stuff. It is a long task to do this, to dig through all this stuff, listen to it, and see what would be worth releasing. Like I said, I enjoyed the last 2 releases, even though there were some tracks. Okay, we've heard him do we've heard him do these songs before. Okay, it's a different take. All right, it's good, but it's not any real different from what was originally released. But then there were those gems that were like, wow, okay, this makes it worth it. So I'm kind of expecting the same thing. Of course, I will be definitely listening to it when it comes out. In fact, I'm picking it up. I've already pre-ordered it. Have you heard these advanced tracks? What do you think? Are you excited for this release? Do you think it's just a cash grab? Let me know what you think. I'm looking forward to checking out your comments. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Bye.